please. Thank you.
You put the honey in your mouth first. Then you put the garlic.
Well, if you give me the honey, I can put it in my mouth.
Oh my gosh. Would you sit up, please, so this stuff don't spill on the bed? God, you worse
That
than,
is not enough
worse,
honey.
worse than my freaking patience, man. Here, open up. No, no, spit it. No, you put it around your mouth first, and then you chew the honey. And make sure you get that covered with the honey. Chew it real good, and you get the honey in there. Keep going with the honey. Just don't try to swallow it. Just chew the honey with the honey. Just chew it around. Let your saliva work it. There you go. Don't swallow it yet. Make sure the honey. You want more honey? There you go. How you feel? I bet you now young Dracula ain't gonna try to mess with your ass. You one stalk away from being a, I don't know, salad. Go ahead and swallow it. Let me hold your nose. Help you swallow it. There you go. Okay, now stay away from me.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am Tracey. Whew. I woke up with pressure in my face, a headache, just feeling sick but not sick. Does that make any sense? Like just lethargic. And I went to bed around 2 a.m. after watching TV with my hubby and everything. And I was fine. I didn't have any pressure in my head or anything until I lay down. Now, our forecast has rain, and it is raining now. So the only thing I can think of is that the barometric pressure is either too high or too low, which is causing this pressure, which is probably, I don't know which one it is, but I know it's whenever the barometric pressure is doing something is when I typically feel this way. There's nothing you can really do about that feeling, but whenever I feel that, I always take some garlic and honey. It is the cure-all and be-all for everything with me. I am 100% certain that that is the reason why we did not get COVID in this house. None of us. Well, the boys did, but they were in New Orleans then. James was diagnosed with COVID last year, I believe, in 2024, but we didn't get it during the peak of it, and I never got it. So I die by garlic and honey. But my husband thought he was funny. But payback is a mother. Okay? He brought me this piece of honey, a piece of garlic that was the size of a boulder. I'm putting my finger like that, but it was the size of a boulder. Y'all, I have never, ever had a piece of garlic that big as long as I have been taking garlic and honey. Oh my God. It took everything in me to take that, okay? To chew that up. Everything. And then he brought a little teaspoon of honey. Give a teaspoon instead of a big old tablespoon. But payback. Payback. It is a rainy, gloomy, what most people would call gloomy. It's a rainy, sunless day, if you will. The clouds are covering the sun. If the sun, well, the sun rises every day, so it's not like there's no sun. It's simply that the clouds are covering it. So the sun can't peep out over the clouds or through it. But it's a beautiful day nonetheless, right? This is the day that Mother, Father, God is slowing us down so that she can do the work of hydrating and cleansing her earth. And I'm going to slow down also. Sometimes we want to just keep going and going and going and going. And that is one of those things that we have learned as a badge of resiliency and strength, particularly Black women, to just keep going like a freaking Energizer bunny, even when we are running low on fumes. And I'll be honest, there is a part of me that wants to get up out this bed, and I am going to go shower, and I'm going to make my bed. But today is going to be a slow day. I'm going to put on some fresh clothes. It won't be pajamas. I'm going to do something around the house, but it's not going to be anything major. But mostly I'm going to do what my husband said and what Mother, Father, God is encouraging me to do with this slow-paced day, with the rain hitting the window panes. I'm just going to exist. I'm not going to exist. I'm going to be present in the moment. And I'm taking you all along with me. Okay? Yeah, we're going to do that together. We're going to do that together so we can both learn how to be still and know that she is God. Okay? Yes. So let's go do it. Starting with a shower. I already brushed my teeth because I had to get that taste out of my mouth. The one thing about garlic and honey is that you don't, once you chewed it and swallowed it and let it marinate just a little bit, you need to make sure that you go and floss, or in my case, I use my water pick, and brush your teeth, your tongue, your gums, the roof of your mouth, every part of your mouth, so that you won't smell like a piece of walking garlic. Oh my goodness. So now it's time to go take a shower and then get my bed made up so it can be cozy. And who knows? I don't know what else I'm going to do. Other than that, I'm just going to let the day unfold. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. That's what we're going to do. It stopped raining, but when I tell you the wind has picked up, that's calm right now, what you see. But just a minute ago, it was howling. I wish I had had my camera out. It's starting again. Missy, you having a good day? Blink once if that's a yes. Blink twice if that's a no. Oh, so don't be looking at him. He can't help you. You know whether or not you having a good day or a bad day. Oh, you camera shy too? Oh, look who's coming to join us.
Missy, you good? That's what I thought.
Mischief. When I tell you today is so peaceful, and I know we don't always equate wind and rain and cloudiness with peacefulness, but I'm learning. And I think because I've been on the road for the last year and a half, I know that my perspective of the weather and how I used to perceive it has changed tremendously. I always enjoyed the rain because I like to go walking in the rain. That just soothes my little Tracey. But not everyone thinks that way. And I think a lot of times because we have been taught to think that rain is bad, because we're always looking for sunny days, sunny skies, warmth, and we have something attached to the weather because we have less like seasonal depression and so forth. So it has a negative connotation when the seasons change and the temperatures drop. People don't necessarily feel as positive about it. Now, I know some people love fall and winter. I love all of the seasons. But I will say that because I have been directly impacted and in the middle of seasons, traveling from one state to the next state over the last year and a half, I feel totally different about these days that help us to learn how to slow down, teach us what it means to simply be present and to actually be grateful for the changes that Mother, Father, God gives us on every single day, because there is no day that has ever been the same or will ever be the same. When you all hear me pray, thank you for this day, a day I've never seen and will never see again, I honestly mean it, because I can't tell you a day that I have lived in my almost 59, 60 years that has been the same. I'm sure no one can. Isn't Mother, Father, God amazing? But we have to relearn, or we have to unlearn those negative connotations about aspects of nature and Mother, Father, God's creations, so that we can actually sit in the magnitude, the glory, the magnificence, the beauty. It's called reclamation. And even though I don't feel 100% myself, I still have the pressure in my head. I still have the slight headache, taking a shower, putting on some lip gloss, putting my lotions on, putting on some cozy clothes. My husband is being my husband, my best friend, fixing me something to eat that's cozy, and that's nourishing, that's loving and warm. I am so blessed no matter what I'm feeling or not feeling. And I'm so grateful because I also know that I have privilege that not everybody else has. I'm actually sitting in my home. I'm sitting in my home. Not everybody can say that. And that's privilege, but that's also blessing. And some would call it favor. And it breaks my heart that we live in a country where everyone can't or does not have the financial ability, and even sometimes the birthright of being able to own a home, because it is all of our birthright to be able to own a home. So I'm sitting with that today as I move around my home and spend time with my husband and all the things. What is it that you're grateful for? What is it that you sometimes take for granted and forget that it is truly a blessing, a privilege, favor? I'd love to hear about it. Read about it in the comments. Y'all, this plant was huge. When I say this plant went from that side of the couch to this side of the couch at one time and stood at least this tall, but it got leggy and a whole bunch of other little things. And I trimmed it back because it wasn't growing properly. But look at God. Look at this plant. If this plant does not encourage you to keep on keeping on, even in the midst of some mess, I don't know what else will. Because this plant is like, I'm coming up. I'm coming up from the dirt. I'm gonna show you I'm not done. And when I tell you, my husband was so disappointed when I cut the plant back, but I knew that this plant was not dead. I knew it would come back. And look at her. Just the other day, these were just buds. Now they're opening up. So I got some white beans, got some basmati rice, some avocados, and of course, some beets and some avocado toast. It's so good. Oh, I forgot. He also put some of my jackfruit beef stew in here. I'm just gonna mix it all up. And enjoy. Look at that. So good. I wish y'all could eat some with me. tell you, this is so good. And I don't know if you saw this in a previous vlog, but these mugs are perfect. I want to say thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. I do feel better. I don't have the pressure in my face. I don't have the headache that I had. I don't feel lethargic like I did earlier. And I know it's all because I listened to my body. I listened to Mother, Father, God, and I leaned into her beauty. I leaned into being present with nature, with the weather, with just being. And that's not something that is easy to do many times because unfortunately society teaches us that we need to be busy, 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 on go all the time. And if you're a Black woman, there is no such thing as rest. We've been taught that, and it is something that I am unlearning and have been unlearning for quite some time, but it's not easy. So I am proud of myself, and I am proud of you all as well for doing the work to unlearn these unhealthy practices. If you are new to my channel, and this is the first time you've hung out with me, or you've been sitting on the fence deciding whether or not you were going to subscribe, I hope that I shared something today that encourages you to hit that button to subscribe and set your notifications so you'll know when I upload my next video. My OG family members, you know how I feel about you. Thank you so very much for hanging in there with me, for allowing me to pour into you, and also for you pouring into me, because through your comments, through your super thanks, through your cash apps, well, not cash apps, but I have gotten PayPal, through your purchases on my Amazon storefront, purchasing my paraphernalia, the well wishes, all of those things mean so much, and they pour into me. So I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. I hope that my continuing to share my reclamation journey, my healing journey, my Black liberation journey, my unlearning journey, meaning unlearning all of the ways that I have been taught, we have been taught to abandon ourselves, to give from our cup instead of our overflow, to forget who Mother, Father, God created us to be. I hope that as I continue to share it, whether I'm at home or on the road, that it inspires you to continue or start your journey to do the same thing. We are all needed, and we were all created by Mother, Father, God with unique gifts and talents that this world needs. And teaching us to abandon ourselves and not spend time getting to know ourselves by being still and allowing Mother, Father, God to minister to us, and all of the things prevents us from giving the world and ourselves, more importantly, those gifts that Mother, Father, God has given us. We don't get to continue to pour into ourselves and expand upon them. So again, I hope that my sharing is inspiring and it sparks more inside of you than you thought was even ever possible. Anyway, I'm going to go finish drinking my chai, pumpkin spice. I'm not even really sure what you call it, but it's really chai, and watch a little bit more TV and just be present. Okay, I hope you will do the same, and I will see you in my next vlog or my next video or whatever it is. All right, take care.